Welcome back, guys. It's time for some fun. What you see here is a diesel-powered dingo, it's called. So we rented this for this weekend so that we can do backyard leveling, digging, cleaning, running all our drains, everything. This is gonna be it. This is the equipment. This thing is fantastic. We rented it, a couple $100 for the whole weekend. We are gonna be having some fun. This thing's gonna be awesome to be on. So what we have to do, we have to pull it forward a little bit, and then we can back this thing off the trailer and we can roll it over here. We're gonna go on that side of the house, but we gotta get this thing off the trailer first so then we can get it over there. Well, we're over here. This is where we have to go through here, and I gotta take down this fence here real quick, but we are almost there. This AC unit is not hooked up anymore. All these lines are dead. They're just loose, so we need to load that sucker up in there and pull it out, get rid of it, and chunk it, and then take that fence down, and then we can get this thing through there. Don't do what I did, kids. Just cut everything clean. This thing's been dead for years and hasn't had Freon in it. We've had the Freon out of that thing for years now, so it's just a matter of cutting everything. Something we should have done back in the flood, but we didn't. But time to get it out of there. So that wasn't hard at all. I didn't even do anything. I just pushed it. I just pushed it and it fell. So we're gonna rebuild this fence anyways out there further. So this is gonna be like a little storage area on this side of the house that we can put stuff, but now I gotta get that out of the way, this out of the way, and then I can bring it on in. Let's do it. Guys, we are basically ready to start moving some dirt. I'm gonna clear out a few things that I have left here and there. I gotta get that cylinder head and move it out there so we can get that out of the way, but a few other little things, and then I can start pushing a whole bunch of dirt. Let's get to it. So, battery died on the camera, but as you can see, we have started digging out our high spots over here. I'm starting with closest to the house and gonna work my way out to the new fence. Let me get you out of the sun. So, what we have here is, this is super high. It's been piling up against the house for years. And what I'm doing, I'm not getting the bucket too close. I'm getting the bucket, then I'm shoveling a bunch of stuff into there. Bucket and then moving it, but you can see we've dug a hole here so we can move some of these leaves in and we can start grading it out. I'm gonna come in here and I'm actually gonna dig down a little bit so that we can slope this away from the house a little bit, because we want this to all start, you know, flattening out here. So you can see I started piling dirt, but it all needs to be packed down. It's all, you know, super high. So I'm gonna work from here, work back, and hopefully tomorrow we'll get to like mid-yard. I'm gonna try to get all up against the house tonight so that we have tomorrow, we just come in and we start working our dirt this way, and we can just, you know, kind of go back and forth and level everything out. So I'm gonna see if I can connect you guys to the dingo and have you guys ride along with me. Now we have to pick up this old engine. chain. We have the bucket. So I'm gonna try to chain around the motor, around the bucket, and lift it that way. So let's see what we can do here. We've got some connection points on the cylinder block we can hook to. So let's get this thing chained and pulled out of here. Let's see if this will lift it, get it up out of the dirt so that we can actually get a better chain on it. I got it around the distributor and the bell housing, but let's get this up out of the dirt that it's been sitting in so we can really chain it up. So next morning, as you can see, we did a little bit of work. I don't know how much you were able to see last night, and then I ended up getting the little dingo stuck in a nice little wet mud hole there. But as you can see, we're starting to move all the dirt. That's about the height that we're gonna end up at the bottom of that rot board all the way around. So we got a severe dip over there. So what we'll be doing today is I'll be working from this way and I'll be pushing all this dirt. You can kind of see we're about 6 or 8 inches high here. So we're gonna be pushing the rest of this dirt and pushing it into place and start rolling over it, start flattening it down, start packing it in. Because all this dirt right now is just sitting high and it's not been knocked down. So we're gonna knock it down and push everything that way. And then what I'll do is, once we get all the dirt leveled out, I'm gonna come back with the bucket and we're gonna dig trenches for our drains. So I really want 3 drains, but I think realistically we're gonna get 2, one here and one in front of the outdoor patio. So I think those are the 2 that we're gonna be able to get and actually make work, because we gotta go finagle around that tree and stuff. So I want to make sure that our drains are running as much water out of from around the house as we possibly can. So there's currently supposedly a drain here, but I haven't found it yet. So we'll see if I can find it. And I know it's probably like it's broken like halfway through here. So because it doesn't drain anything. So we're gonna run a new one here and possibly a new one there. So let's get to it. the chicken hutch. Let's see if our strapping here works enough. Let's get to it. So that is it for technically day 2, but this is really just a full day 1. So we have pretty much the whole backyard level. We have our slight dip for our gate. We have transplanted our lime tree over here. So battery died on my GoPro yesterday. Didn't know. But as you can see, we got most of this stuff flat. We got our lime tree transplanted from here to there. Don't know if it'll live, probably not, but we moved it anyways. But today what we started this morning is making our 8x8 pad for our storage shed. So that storage shed is going to move over here, but it's actually going to be elevated 8 inches off the ground with a frame and a deck, and then that's going to sit on top of it. So it'll be nice and perfect and everything, and then the chicken hutch is going to move over a little bit once we're done. But right now we have this area leveled out and flat and packed, and what we are building is a raised bed. So 4x4s, some wooden pickets, nothing too crazy, just enough to get our beds up off the ground. And we need to build these first so that any of the dirt that I scrape that we aren't using, I can actually fill the beds with and actually make them half full, because we need half full of just dirt, and then the other half is going to be compost and our potting soil and mix and all that kind of stuff on top. So let's get these built. Raised bed number 1 complete. Fairly simple to do. This isn't going to be too crazy. Once we flip it over, mark the location, I'll put a 2x4 with a spike on the end, hammer it. Guys, we are fully loaded again. We are stacked and ready to go for tomorrow morning to drop off the equipment. But as you saw, we did a lot of work. A lot of work on the backyard, and as you can see, it came out absolutely fantastic. So we are flat, we are level, we have moved a ton of dirt. If you guys remember, we were almost a foot lower out there than we were anywhere else in the yard. So we were able to put in dirt over there, we leveled off this area, and we created a nice little dip right along, as you see in front of the house. I don't know if you guys can see on the video or not. Right in front of the house is a dip. We are going to put in 3 drains. Oh God. 1, 2, and 3, all running out to the street, which will make the backyard not flood, not hold water, everything like that. And we've sloped the backyard so that by the gate it slopes down, so the water should run out and then the water that's here will run to these 3 drains and then out. So we won't have any more water pooling around the house, by the house, in the house, nothing. There'll be no water there. So other than that, guys, that rental was so fun. It was fantastic. I had a blast on it. Our next mission, empty this, move that on the platform over there next to our garden, which we need to get some topsoil and some garden mix so we can start planting plants out there. But we are set for gardening. Chicken hutch is moved. Everything is coming together for the backyard. Once we get that stuff done, then we can put grass down and we are done, guys. So I'm excited. Stay tuned for the next video.